Are you tired of nutsedge taking over your lawn? Well, let's get rid of it without killing your lawn. Let's get into it. Oh, what did I do with that? Oh, all right, yeah. So this here is nutsedge, and it's very stubborn, it's very invasive in your lawn. We're gonna go over how to identify it, we're gonna go over how to get rid of it, and also why you should never think it's a good idea to pull this nutsedge out of your lawn. I mean, never, just don't do it. So this nutsedge here is actually not a grass at all. It's a sedge, belongs to the sedge family. There's different types of sedge. This here is yellow sedge, yellow nutsedge. During the growing season, you're gonna notice that this little guy is gonna grow taller than any other grass all around you. You can see here that the lawn has been mowed. It's maintained about a 1.2 inch. And this little guy just wants to keep growing. And it sticks out like a sore thumb, kind of like Poa annua. It's bright green and it's unsightly. If you look at the stem, it has a triangular shape. It's a little bit thicker texture. So nutsedge actually will spread underground with these little things called tubers, or you can also call nutlets, because if you were to pull this out with some dirt, you're actually gonna see little nuts all around the bottom of this by the roots. So to get rid of it, you just pull it right out and you're good to go. Wrong, this is the worst thing you can do. So what I just did there was pulled the plant out of the ground, and you think, oh great, now I don't have to see it anymore. But remember, those nutlets. Those nutlets are going to stay in the ground. They're going to germinate, and then you could potentially have a worse outbreak of nutsedge in that specific area because those nuts were left behind and they grew. So resist the urge, do not pull them. Instead, let's get a herbicide that's going to get rid of them for good. Go to any hardware store that has herbicides and make sure you look for something that is a selective herbicide. You want something that is going to be safe for your grass. That way, when you're spraying this, you don't kill the grass and the weeds, but you're left with a beautiful stand of turf. I ran down to Ace and I went into their herbicide aisle and I found something that says kills the listed weeds, not the lawn. Kills over 470 weeds. Why does it kill 470 weeds? And also down here in fine print, it says kills yellow nutsedge. Fun fact, my wife and I, we like to call it nutsack just because it leaves those little nutlets behind. But anyway, kills nutsedge. What is the active ingredient that is going to kill nutsedge? You're gonna look for something on the label called sulfentrazone. If you don't go with one of these hose and sprayer options, look for something like Sedge Hammer or Ortho Nutsedge Killer. Again, these are lawn safe products when you apply them as the label recommends. So one word of caution is when you are applying them, make sure you look at your weather. If it's gonna be 90 degrees and higher for a certain amount of days, you might wanna just wait. You also might want to apply more in the evening time, and then you can run some irrigation in the morning. If you make applications of this during times of drought when your lawn is kind of going dormant, you are going to have some injury to the turf itself, the turf as well, mainly because it also has 2,4-D, dicamba, quinclorac, to kill all those other pesky weeds in your lawn. Your lawn also will take a hit. So run some irrigation afterwards, about 12 to 24 hours, especially during hot times, and that should help bring back your turf. You might see some bronzing. Water it, it should be okay if you follow the label. One thing to note, I am in a cool season lawn. This is Kentucky bluegrass and perennial ryegrass. Again, looking at the label here, it says treats bluegrass, fescue, zoysia, and perennial ryegrass, some Bermuda, but make sure that you're watching out for the Bermuda because it can cause some yellowing. If you do have crabgrass, I did another video on that, but this will also take care of the crabgrass with the quinclorac. One thing to note, like crabgrass, it does have a thicker, waxier, shiny coating of a leaf blade, so you can use non-ionic surfactant whenever using something like Sedge Hammer or something from a concentrate versus this pre-sprayed stuff. It allows the herbicide to bind to the plant and get a little bit longer absorption time. So remember, do not pull it out, spray according to the label, and you should be able to get good results from these products like the hose end sprayer that I used. And per the research I've done, this is the best way, the most effective way to get rid of yellow nutsedge in your lawn. If you found this helpful, then hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up and a like. And if you have any questions or topics that you'd like to see covered, then drop them in the comments below. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll check you in the next one.